This is why I think, in terms of just long-term truth, the meek will inherit the earth. I have seen, I've seen long-term in terms of like the trajectory of folks. You see a lot of these top countries, how they're kind of like over the past few years, and I've said this in the past, but you just, whatever, that people are too comfortable and something's going to happen to shake us up. And it did. We had a pandemic, and those who claim themselves or made a claim about our current American system, we turned over like a turnover, like a pastry. We turned over. We really just could not handle a pandemic. We couldn't handle an epidemic in our backyards. And these were supposed to be people who claim themselves to be superior, but just fell at the seams of a virus. They could not. Those people who claim themselves to be superior to other races, who claim themselves that the system was acceptable, right, and all you had to do was comply. They denied the system when the system required them to just simply wear a mask for 5 minutes when they go into a store. Those same people show themselves to be people who don't follow that same system they advise other people to follow. And so this is part of the issue with America, and how in this information age and the unraveling of these systems, essentially, why they're not going to not so much make it, but they are not going to stay on the top. There's a reason why the system in the Bible encourages meekness and encourages humility, because to be fit, you need to have a clear and realistic expectation while being very capable of handling stress, handling problems, and not letting pride get to your head. Because things will happen, life will humble you, and you will need to go with the punches. And life hits hard. But if you can't do that and you're resting on your loins, is partially why when there's good kings, there eventually falls bad kings after that. And unless the heir learns and gains a sense of perspective, humility, and to understand themselves realistically in a system. Because if they don't, they will be ignorant. Sorry. They will be ignorant. And they will not gather the aspects of character in humility. And when terror happens, they will freak out because they are not equipped to deal with problems. To a humble person who understands and is able to just be meek and submit and be humble, there's a reason why they say the meek will inherit the earth. Those people will be able to last long. Those people will be able to last long. Because why? In the Bible, God continues to lift up the weak to shame the strong. He lifts up the small people to humble the big people. It's why when Jesus says, hey, when you're at a table, go to the lowest point so that eventually someone can call you over. And don't go to the highest point, because you'll find the shame of being pointed down or being sent to the lower spot or be humiliated to a lower stature. It's why pride is a bad thing for us. It's blinding, because you can't see yourself. And if you keep thinking you deserve to be at a certain spot, you won't stay there long. Wherever spot you got due to somebody else's hard work, you won't stay there long because you're not built for it. And there's a reason why, in my opinion, my thoughts, that rich people don't stay happy, because there's no inherent joy in wealth. Wealth as a tool is great, but there's no inherent meaning in it. So when you get all this stuff, you're in this mansion, you say, what's next? Because it's just stuff. It's helpful, it's nice, but if you just focus on that while you forget to acknowledge that you're on your way out, you're eventually going to die, your stuff's just going to still be here. There has to be more meaning to your life than just things. It's great to have a place over your head. Great to have shelter, have food in your stomach, and live another day. Thank God for that. But don't let this life be just this. If it is just this, you're playing with a bad hand. I don't deny people to have a good life. I think that's it. I want people to figure it out. I want people to understand. Hopefully, the things I said just is enough. But yeah, let God guide you and give you the answer, the right answer, based off what I said. Jesus' name. Thanks, guys. God bless. Bye.